What's going on, guys? Louder here. In today's video, we are going to be going over the top 5 best attacking operators in Rainbow Six Siege. Since it's almost the end of Year 5, Season 4, I'd like to throw my humble opinion on the best attackers. This includes hard breachers, soft breachers, flex operators, etc. Any operator that is out there on attack, we are going to go over. Without further ado, let's get into the video. To start us off, coming at number 5, we're going to talk about Thatcher. Since his rework back in the day when his EMPs got changed to where they don't destroy the equipment, they only disable it, he's so good that he deserves to be up on this list. Even before the rework, he was good, yes, but nowadays he's much better for clearing utility. Sadly, he gets banned a lot, but he's still one of the best OG attackers out there since day one. He has 2 fantastic primaries, the L85A2 and the AR-33. He has a decent pistol, which no one really uses. I wish they would give him an SMG-11 like Sledge. We know that won't happen ever because Thatcher is super useful. And he also has a Claymore and breaches. All around a good operator. Claymore for flanks, breaches for verticality, which is an all-around balanced operator. I love seeing people play Thatcher. I personally like playing Thatcher just because he's a fun operator to play. Next up, for number 4, we have Zofia. She is super useful when it comes to utility clearing, i.e. getting Maestro cams, burning ADSs, Wamai disc, etc. Her gun is super strong, probably one of the best weapons in Siege at the moment, but she comes with 2 concussion mines, 2 impacts. She also has breaches and a Claymore, just like our main man Thatcher. Claymores for flanks, breaches for verticality. The other hidden ability she has, which is making the community angry about, is her withstand ability, which makes her, if she goes down and not to a headshot and she can be picked up, she can pick herself up with 5 HP left if she gets up all the way. But withstand isn't a bad ability, to be honest. That's just my 2 cents on that matter. And time for the number 3 spot, which is Sledge, another OG operator, one of the first 20 that came out in this game. He's been around since day 1. He's always been good. I don't think I've ever seen his loadout change any way, shape, or form. Sledge is so useful in this game due to his ability to break the floor, which I'm meaning verticality, which means he can reach up with the floor above and look down below. And on some maps, like Coastline and Blue Bar, you can hit above you on the bar and you can get an angle into sight. Not a lot of people know that. In my next video, I will go over those hidden angles and spots that you probably didn't know, so keep on the lookout for those. Speaking of Sledge, he can also get rid of barbed wire, which most operators have, Maestro cams, which if he hits them with his hammer, he will get them, obviously, or he can cook a nade and throw it and time it perfectly to hit the Maestro cam. Not a lot of people do that. I don't know why, maybe because nades are more useful for killing the operators, but personally I just like clearing utility if I have to. His loadout is great as well. He has the L85, just like Thatcher, and the shotgun, which is the M590, which is on Smoke, Mute, Thatcher, and Sledge. His secondaries are great, including the SMG-11, which personally is my favorite SMG in the game because SMG-12 sucks. Same thing with the C75. Also, the SMG-11 is on Smoke and Mute, which are both really good weapons on them. Seeing as though Smoke is a plant denial or a time waster, as you can say. But continuing on with his loadout, he has a decent pistol that no one really uses because the SMG-11 is 10 times better in situations, like close quarter situations, and maybe some long range situations if you can handle the recoil. He has nades and flashes, but his nades are very useful due to the meta we are in at this point of time. Not a lot of people go with the flashes. I personally don't either, unless there's really no reason why you should go flashes over frags. But if you did go over flashes for frags, then you probably just use them to burn the utility, which is understandable, but his nades are more important to the game, so I'd rather just go with those. Number 2, we have Nomad. I love Nomad just because she is such a dedicated flank watcher. She has 3 air jabs that you can put on any door you want, anywhere you want. You can clear ADSs with it if you wanted to, but that's why you have stuns on her. And you can also watch the flank, just in case, you know, they got your air jab, you can just sit on a flank watch. She's the perfect operator for that. Personally, what I like to do is air jab a door off, maybe go, for example, on border, you air jab break worm door, then you go and sit on sandwich, you air jab the vent window, and you sit on sandwich rappel the entire time, so that your team can run through the breach if they need to when it's a plant situation. They have to get the plant down, and they can go for plant, and the person that's trying to cross over sandwich window cannot cross over sandwich window because you are on the window contesting that, so they can get plant down easily. And if you still have one more Nomad left, you can put it on the sandwich lockers so that when they go by them, they get launched to the side, and it's a free kill for anyone that can get them. But as we were saying, it's very useful to have a Nomad as one of your operators on the board just because of that. She has a decent loadout, including the AK and the ARX. In my opinion, her AK is better if you can hit shots. If you can't hit shots like me, I whiff all the time. It's normal. Even though I'm on PC, I don't have the best aim. Still working on that. If you have seen my videos, you would know what I'm talking about. I do whiff a lot. She has a Capitao and Cavera pistol as well, but it doesn't have a suppressor on it like Cavi's, so you can't get a one shot down like hers either. So she has breaches and flashbangs, which means she can open vertical holes if you don't have a sledge. She's that useful in that opinion. And she has flashbangs, which help you burn utility if you have to, which normally people will run flashes just because it's Nomad and she's a support operator, not a fragger, so people will just burn utility with her. For number one, coming in number one for the best attacker in Siege, I'd have to go with Ace. He's very useful, like any other hard breacher in the game, but I'd prefer Ace just because of his loadout and his utility and all that such that. I'd prefer any other hard breacher sometimes, but Ace, his utility is so much better than most hard breachers that it's just an obvious pick. Ace's gun is super good. The AK-12 has the highest DPS model than any other gun in Siege. The only bad thing about Ace is the fact his gadget only opens 2 holes with 1 Selma, which is his gadget's name, which is a vault hole. This means you have to vault through the breach if you want to open it up, which sucks because if you have to vault through it, you can't be mobile. You can't keep going forward at the same pace you were before. So you have to stop, jump in, and then continue running, which can lead to an enemy stopping you in your tracks. So you will have to use 2 of those in order to make a running hole rather than a vault hole. So he's decent if you want to have an angle into sight, but if you want to be able to go into the sight on some walls, you have to open it twice. You have to use 2 gadgets on one wall, one under the other. But besides his gadget being mediocre, he's a decent hard breach. He may not be good as Thermite with his breach, but his loadout is better than Thermite. Habana is more of a versatile operator due to her ability to get hatches and not have to worry about a wall usually, because if you have a Habana, such on Clubhouse, if you have an Habana, you can grab hatches, and if you have a Thermite with the Habana, you can get dirt wall, etc., all that good stuff. So you don't have to waste too much utility on one wall. He's a decent hard breach, like I said. He also has smokes and breach charges, but more people use smokes due to the pre-plant situations where you have to run in sight and plant, so you smoke off, line of sight to go plant. Not a lot of people do that for some reason. I've seen a lot of people not use their smokes properly. They usually use them to burn ADSs. Don't do that. Make someone with flashes burn the ADS 10 times better. But with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. That has been the top 5 best operators in Rainbow Six Siege. I hope you guys did enjoy. Like I said, leave a like and a subscribe down below. Follow me on all my social medias as well, all down below as well. Make sure you go follow my socials down below, my TikTok, my Twitter, my Instagram, all that good stuff. I post every day on Instagram and TikTok, and I usually post my unwanted opinions on Twitter, where I can get ratioed by my friends and roasted by my friends. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.